Turn
Yes.
Oh no, I thought
That is making some views, by the way.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
That episode is making views, I'm sure.
It is. That was a good one.
That was good.
Hi, everybody.
Working for the weekend.
Listen,
And I
and I
want
want
to
to
see
see
the
the show.
Show.
On the book of face.
Sing it.
Book of
That's
Face.
okay.
Yeah, I know where to go.
Let it go.
There's a man
I'll tell you where to go.
I'll tell you where to go.
into the music scene.
Yeah.
Showing lots of love
That's a love.
for the community. With great
Great advice.
I know who I should
No, we don't know where.
Can't
No
see
one
you.
Show.
That's where I go for the latest brand and
Meet that dance. Make them cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Baby. Oh.
There we are. Just making sure we're live. What are you talking about?
I'm saying hi to the people in the comments.
Jeez, I can't hear you over the theme song, dear. I love you. I love you. I do. I don't want to make her mad today because
it's not Tuesday.
yesterday she wasn't shaking her booty, but she was shaking something else on the
Shaking
show.
something
My
else.
titties. My
Yes, that was a good opener yesterday, Karis. Hey,
You're welcome.
my two favorite people in the world on the show today, and it is a nooner here, as we call it, with Wednesday with the band. We're going to talk about women who rock. My partners in crime, and we have said over the years our team is fun, and we have a great time doing this event. But we have a lot to tell people about today, right, girls?
Yep.
How we doing? I mean, are we all right? Everybody good? Karis, you're looking evil today. I just want to say.
No, in fact, I got to tell you, remember the movie Freaky Friday and the mom and the daughter wake up and switch?
Yes.
That's Karis and I this year at the event. So normally, we all know this, Karis. We see you on Tuesday. She can be a little wound up as it gets closer to the event, and I'm the one talking her off the ledge. Not this year. I'm the one that's wound up, and she's the one that's like, oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be fine. She's talking me off the ledge.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Well, Kathy, I have to say, would you quit that? Good Lord, lady. If she's not eating, she's playing with something.
I have to do something with my hands.
I have to lead in, first of all, everybody, and give props to these two ladies that are on with me today, because they are two of the hardest working women in show business. And when this event goes off, this is not something that's planned in a week. This is something that takes time, effort, and it does get down to the last week being crazy before this thing goes. And Kathy, your music lineup this year, holy crap. Can I say that? I would say what Karis would say, but I won't.
Holy shit.
Yes. Thank you, Karis. It is amazing, Kathy. It's amazing.
I'm excited. I think every year is great and memorable. I have a feeling about this year. I think this is going to be something that is going to be remembered for a long, long, long time. I think this is our best year yet.
Do you know what I love? What you've been posting, and I'm sorry about my dogs, guys. Of course, the mosquito guy next door is spraying mosquitoes today, so it's got them all jacked up. Kathy, you've been posting some memorable moments of women who rock over the years, and we've had some epic. If you can top this year, if you can top Derek St. Holmes' moment at the Bell and the Bear, you're going to be just in my eye. I'm going to build a shrine to you somewhere, because that was one of the best moments in my life, I think.
Yeah.
That picture of Karis that I posted, and I'm pretty sure she's in tears in that moment when he started Stranglehold.
Yes.
And he just knew when that first drum beat hit that he was in good hands with all these guys, and the whole energy of that song just kicked off. It was pretty amazing.
And Karis, how do you feel about that kind of thing happening in your bar? I mean, that's like a magical moment that most bars never get to happen.
That was one of my most spectacular moments. That was such an incredible moment. I don't it kind of left me speechless, which is rare because I'm a talkative bitch. So it's like when it
Really?
comes to stuff like, yeah, well, opinionated. But I loved it. It made me so happy. I mean, that's my bar. And he was singing that song on my bar with my friends, with my fans there. I was like, there's nothing, it doesn't get better than that.
And there wasn't
Well-
anybody whose heart wasn't pounding that day at that
Right.
event. I mean, that's just like a memorable moment, you all. If you love music, you know, if you know, that's what we'll say
Right.
about that one. But we've got a big event this year to talk about, ladies. So let's get right to it. And Women Who Rock. How many years is this? This shindig's been going on. Is this the
This
fifth?
will be the 5th.
Amazing. And last year raising 130,000. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Let's talk about what it's all about, though. It is. I mean, it's fun. It's a music day. Music lovers are going to be there. But what are we really doing this for?
For us, we're saving lives. I mean, technically, we are helping to save lives. And this year, we're changing lives, really what it is. And I don't think people realize how bad the domestic abuse situation is. And a lot of people don't talk about it. And this event helps people become more comfortable to talk about it with the people that they need to talk about it to get the help. And by introducing the YWCA this year, we're adding a whole new aspect to it because, again, I don't think people realize that a lot of these victims don't leave these situations because they don't want to leave their animals there, their pets there, because they're afraid of what's going to happen to these pets. Because whether some people believe it or not, pets are people's children. Like pets are, nobody wants anything to get hurt. So, and also pets are therapy. They're like live-in therapy for a lot of people. I know for me it is. So now with introducing the YWCA, they get to bring, they have more reason and incentive to leave because they know they don't have to leave that pet behind, having it get hurt, neglected, killed, whatever it may be. You're saving lives, and it's a really important event.
It is, and it's heartwarming to stand there and watch the crowd give to this event as well. And when we have like things like auction guitars off, it's so much fun to see people try to outbid each other and do all these things. That's just amazing. And the raffles that you get and the amount of money that gets donated and then matched as well, which is dollar for dollar, which is unheard of too. I mean, it really is. You have a couple kind souls you guys want to recognize, I'm sure.
We do the Barchetta Charity Fund, which is Brian and Kelly Peters. They will be matching everything once again, dollar for dollar. But let's not forget, we're not the only event that they do this for. They do this for an event. They do this for multiple events. I mean, this is the most generous. These people, the hearts on these people well exceeds anything I could possibly say about them. They're just incredible, incredible human beings.
Thank you, Anna, for that comment. That's a wonderful comment. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. I love you.
Absolutely. So, yeah, and Brian and Kelly Peters, two of the greatest people I know. I mean, who just give from their heart and don't want any big fanfare.
No.
They don't, they don't like that. They love music. They love to meet the musical artists and things that play. That's their thing, and you can see that on their pages when they go places and all that. That's what they like to do, but they don't do it for the recognition. They do it because they can, for one, and they have the ability to do that. And the other side of it is they love the Bell and the Bear. I mean, they do. Karis, they have always loved the events that you do. I see them at the events. They give at the events. So wonderful folks, matching dollar for dollar. So as you're watching today, if you're watching afterwards, whatever, we're going to pop up a QR code at the end of the show, and it's also available on the Bell and the Bear page. If you can't be there Sunday, at least give $1.
Yeah.
Every dollar becomes $2. I mean, keep that in mind.
If you're ever around and you see the Barchetta Fund, they have this beautiful logo, just like a purple car, Barchetta Fund. That's the Peters. They are matching. They are involved, and that should make you know that that's going to be a good event. Because they
Let me see if I can pop that up real quick.
Yeah,
here.
that'd
I think
be great. I should have.
if I can find that. I think I've got it right here. There we go. Well, that's the QR code.
Yeah.
And then do I have the Barchetta Fund in there? I don't know. I may not today, but we'll get it up on our page for sure. We've got all kinds of stuff to show you here later on, and some of our gold sponsors there and that. So we'll get to that. And that's a wonderful thing. And you can find that logo on the Bell and the Bears page. Kathy, let's talk music for a second, okay?
Yeah.
What a lofty goal, first of all, to bring 10 people to the stage, but tell everybody how many people estimated wise you're bringing to the stage for this event.
Shoot, I just had that counted out too. What did I say? Was it
53
53 songs?
53 songs.
Yeah, and I think it was something like 38 musicians, 37. We're up from last year. We've got a lot, but we also have we've got a couple of bands that are going to actually be playing. Archer's Gate's going to be coming. This is going to be their first year, and they're coming as a full band.
Awesome.
And so's Mojo Rising. So those two bands are going to be, that's both of their first time joining us. And so they're going to all be on stage together. And it's going to be an interesting jam of so many musicians playing together that don't normally play together. But there are a few bands that are playing together, like Archer's Gate and Mojo.
And we'll get to hear Emily on stage, who's fantastic with Archer's Gate. And I just saw Mojo Rising a couple weeks ago, and what a band! Again, right. They're fantastic. And
so Bill and all of the other musicians so much, which is why they're up there. Which I think we should probably touch on of how we choose the people that actually.
Okay, let's do that.
We choose people that support the fellow musicians in the community, that support the Bell and the Bear, that show up on like the Thursday nights and try to get involved, that throughout the year are donating their time or wanting to be involved, and not just like, I have people calling me that said, "Hey, I'd really like to get in on this. Can I come and play?" I said, "Well, no, we're pretty stacked. We're full this year, but we'd love for you to come and join and be there for the event." Oh, well, now all of a sudden they're busy and they can't be there. This is a gift to the people that are constantly involved and giving, and has made this community theirs. And it's not, the community doesn't exclude anybody. You just have to make the effort. And once you're in, this is what you get. You get to play with all of these amazing people. But we're not going to make the effort for you.
No, and these people have stepped up. I mean, they do. Yeah. They step up and they start saying, "I want in. I want to be part of this event," because they know it's, first of all, an epic event in Cincinnati. It's just one of those that's going to be, everybody will be talking about it for weeks to come. But the other side is like people like Alex from Mojo Rising, brand new on the stage with them, been with them a while, but she has stepped into this persona that's just, she's the future of rock music and music in the area. I mean, she is so good. And if you're going to come to this show, you're going to get to see all these OG players that we talk about. I mean, you'll have the folks that are always there and that play in the Cincinnati scene, but you're going to have some new faces too, right, that people may not have seen, like Emily and Alex, which is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. Fantastic.
I mean, in our Thursday jam band, that band's automatically in. Those people are automatically in because this started with them. I mean, their family. I mean, they'd have to kill me to get rid of.
Well, who else? I mean, literally, let's go back to what we were talking about at the beginning of the show. Who else could step on stage and absolutely slay the song with Derek St. Holmes? I mean, and play with people like that who just, they're a great band. The house band is so versatile and so eager to be a part of this each year.
Yeah, right. And it's absolutely true. And keep in mind that while it is more organized than our Thursday nights, none of this is rehearsed. So all of these musicians are showing up, and obviously they're prepared, and they're getting on stage. They didn't rehearse with Derek St. Holmes. Nobody has rehearsed with Reb Beach on the songs that he's going to do. We're going to get up there and make it happen, and I think that says a lot too about how people do show up prepared. There's always going to be hiccups and little blips here and there, but who cares? I mean, it's, everybody's there giving 100%. And it makes for great stories later on when something doesn't always go perfect. But I think we had a pretty close to perfect show last year, 0 rehearsals.
And I will tell you that the team of Dave Yeck, Mike Roberts, and Scott Hall this year backstage are going to do everything in their power to make this thing go on time and get people on and off stage. That's kind of our role back there and to get this thing moving. But your role was to put it together with songs. And how in the hell do you pick the music and the songs people are going to do with that many songs?
I had so much. I was telling Karis just a little bit, actually, before we got on this today, I was just telling her that was probably the most fun part that I have had this year, because we've got everything from pop to dance to rock to heavy rock to blues. And that was, it was just part of the fun, was kind of putting the flow of that together so that it moves hopefully fairly seamlessly throughout the afternoon and evening. But everybody's donating their time, right? All the musicians, everybody that's coming there, I want them to be having a good time. I always ask them, is there anything in particular that they want to do? And if we can make it happen, we make it happen. Now, sometimes people will come at me with some random songs or some deep tracks or something like, and obviously, again, we're not rehearsing. But if we can make it happen, yeah, I mean, we want everybody to have a great time. We're all there. You know how powerful music is and how powerful our music community is. If we can harness that energy on that day to raise money for these organizations, that I think is the pixie dust.
Kathy Laverde, I love your soul. You're a wonderful person. You find the right words all the time, and that was a perfect way of explaining this, because you put together this wonderful musical concert, and it's a concert, but it's a concert for a cause. Okay. And the real reason we're there all day long. And please keep that in mind, folks. You're going to love the music, but keep in mind it's there to raise money for these two charities. And if you come in, please come in willing to give a little bit. What are we asking for at the door? What are we going to do? How are we going to work all that?
So that's going to keep going the way we usually do it. And there's a reason for that. I'm keeping it as pay what you can. And the reason why I do pay what you can is because I want everybody to feel welcome to come, because there are a lot of people, survivors, or people that may not be able to afford a 50 or 70 or whatever dollar ticket event. Some people don't have that, but maybe they'll have $1 or $2, and they're going to pay what they can at the door, and we're going to be extremely appreciative of that. But they'll get to at least be there. And maybe just one of those people is in a situation where they need to find somebody to talk to that is trying to get out of a really bad situation. Maybe they are a survivor that needs help to get out. We just helped, my friend Ty just helped somebody and contacted me, a woman who's escaped a horrible situation, and, put her up, again, was helped by some incredible people. She didn't have $1 to name, and everybody was trying to help. What if that person came to the bar to speak to somebody, but they didn't have a penny to their name? They can't come in and talk. And this is supposed to be for charity? No. So that's why I want to keep it as pay what you can. So everybody feels like they can come in, and if that one person needs help, they can get it there.
Perfect. How are we going to raise money that day, ladies? What's on the agenda for money raising?
Well, we have a Brit lightning guitar that's going to be played by as many people on that stage as we can, and also signed by all of the artists that we're going to be auctioning off. We also have another guitar that was made that is going to be in a huge, one of the more top end baskets, which is going to include night at the hotel for New Year's Eve with some champagne, VIP experience, New Year's Eve, and like a bunch of other things in there. There's going to be the Barrel of Cheer, which is a whole shit ton of booze and bourbon. That's a big one. We're also going to have all of our raffles, our regular raffles as well. We have our merchandise. We have, what else do we have? We have so much.
And we got QR codes. You had those table tents made, so people will be able to just hold their phone up and donate throughout the event.
Everything.
Outstanding. So yeah, we're there to raise money, and I will say one of my favorite moments in the whole thing, other than the music, of course, is auctioning those guitars off. We have such a blast with that, and it gets to be fun. It really does, because watching the people who are so generous, who are like, okay, and $5,000 or whatever, they're just amazing.
We're
in
hoping
there
for
and
big,
give.
big numbers this year. Definitely.
Well, we're going to bring it. We are. We're going to bring the big numbers, and we're going to make that happen. And again, Brian and Kelly Peters, the Barchetta Fund. Do I say that right?
Yeah, that's right. The Barchetta
Okay.
Fund.
I have that up now on the screen. And if you see that anywhere at any event, give, because they're great people. And I will tell you that every dollar you give goes to the charities. There's no overhead to this. There's nobody skimming from the top. There's no corporate America who's sitting over Women Who Rock that have to pay people to do all this stuff, because if Kathy were getting paid by the hour, she wouldn't have to even be on the show today. She'd be basking in her condo somewhere down on the beach. But Kathy does not get paid by the hour with Karis, and they get paid out of their heart. And this is what makes it happen. And Kathy smiles the entire day. And then you get those moments. Karis gets in her Karis zone, and she can be very serious about running these events. And don't come in and try to tell her how to do her event. I'll tell you that right there. You may end up being the main attraction that day. But Karis, you have moments too, like the Derek St. Holmes moment, where the tear runs down your face and the smile hits, and you're like, "We did it!" And that's what's cool about all of it. And Kathy, you smile from start to finish, because that's what you do with every musician. That you're the musician's friend. So thank you, ladies, both, for all the great things you're doing here.
Well, thank you.
I love to do it.
For donating your time and hosting and all of that good stuff. We can't do it without you.
I love doing it. You know that. I'll be there. If you have to roll me in on my walker, I'm going to be there and enjoying my time with you and the musicians. And there is some things, though, we probably should cover about the event, and that is how the music's going to flow, where the musicians are going to be staged and all that, because I know we're going to have a lot of musicians that are there watching us. So remember that there's a green room, so to speak, where the musicians are ready to go on. And remember, that is not open to the public. All right. That's one good thing.
Even more so this year, we've kind of decided, like, it's not really a place to hang out either, because we have to keep it open, like not super packed. So there will be 2 waiting areas for if you're, there's Kathy, you want to explain it, because you use the wording, and this is for all musicians to listen, because this is important.
Yep. And I'm going to send out a message on it too as well. But, aside from the house musicians that are getting up and down throughout the whole event, as far as the flow is going to go, is that either Mike Roberts or Dave Yak will end up finding you when you're on deck. And then when you're on deck and you're in the next one up, you'll be side stage. We'll get you back there 2 songs before, and then they'll be backstage. They'll be in that waiting room. After that, everybody's got to be in the bar area aside from the house band, just because it did get a little chaotic last year. And and we've just got a lot of people, and everybody will have a chance to, as Karis put it, she said it perfectly. She goes, I don't want to take away from any of the musicians donating their time to have some of the backstage experience, but it can't be lingering the whole time. So she kind of came up with this, and I think it's the perfect balance.
Yeah.
Thank you for that comment. Kevin Cooper said showing up as a musician doesn't happen just one day a year. It's about family. Thank you, Kevin.
And everybody can join. It's just, you got to make them.
We want everybody. In fact,
everyone involved.
Well, look how many musicians show up that don't play, and they're there because they want to support, And
Can you say Shane DeMoss?
Shane DeMoss last year showed up at noon and was ready to help right away. Him and his lovely wife. I mean, come on.
Yes. Right. Wonderful stuff. Thank you, Mike Roberts, for being here, and Chad Applegate.
There's people, Chad Applegate. So Kathy and I were talking about that. Chad shared our post. Chad's not even, he's making himself, he played the bell this year. He's sharing this post. He's making nice comments. I mean, we notice those things, they're making an effort to try to be a part of something, not just one day of the year. I mean, but, so that stuff that's what we're looking for. We actually are legit people that like nice people and like to give back to nice people. But it's not just because you pick up a guitar that you have the right to play it. You don't.
Well, and to that point too, I want to add on to that. It's also not a talent contest.
No. To
Karis's point, we've had a lot of people reach out that are amazing musicians, like definitely amazing. Maybe even sometimes, going on national tours. this isn't a talent contest. This is a family community coming together to raise money for these events. And to her point, it's about who's there all the time, not just when there's a big event.
It's about loyalty too.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
I take that seriously. I take that very seriously. That house band, those people that show up all the time. I said to Kathy, if this gets too big, what do we do? What do you mean? What do we do? Our house
It's house band.
It's
Yep.
our house band. That's our family. That's our.
That's
loyalty.
where it starts.
That's where it starts. There's no questions asked.
And again, I want to remind everyone too. Last year, I had a couple comments at the event about, well, you guys are taking time away from the music to auction things. That's what it's about. Please
That's what it's
remember
about.
that. And you're going to hear me talking in between. You may not see me talking on stage. You may hear me talking, introducing somebody or whatever. Everybody needs to be recognized that's a part of this and that is being a family member, so to speak. And we're going to sell stuff to you. Our job's to sell. It's to sell the event to make the money for the charity. And if we can top last year's, it'll be absolutely amazing. And we would love to top last year's total. And you guys have done a fantastic job getting sponsors. So let's talk about sponsors real quick too.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about production before we get done as well today, but let's talk about sponsors.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have some great sponsors. We actually ended up, we thought we would be short, but we actually ended up doing pretty well this year. I mean, we are short in the amount, but than we were last year, but that's okay. We still have a lot of people that joined us. Some of our gold sponsors was, do you have that?
Yeah, I've got that graphic here if you want me to put it up.
Yeah, let's put it up just so I don't forget. Haran Wealth, which now Kathy is she's works for them, and they're an incredible company. They've been, I just love how they've been treating her. Ed Sawicki Photography, we all know him. Jeff Meadows Law Firm, him, and as well, he also owns a Minute Press, and he's also that place is also donating a banner for us. Abco Pavement, Lance French, and Holland Roofing. These are all our gold members, sponsors that we'll also mention tomorrow on WLWT for our thing there. And then we have a ton of silver sponsors as well that you'll see some of their stuff tomorrow too. They'll be on the banner.
And you can find that also at the Bell and the Bear page on Facebook.
Yes.
Those are all listed there. So if you want to see who's given, and if it's not too late to give, guys, it's not too late to drop in it. If you want to sponsor anything, drop it in. And we'd love to have you do that. That would be just icing on the cake, so to speak, wouldn't it?
$1 or even $20,000. We'll take it all.
Listen,
I like your style, Kathy.
20,000. It's
We'll
fine.
take
We'll take it.
Yeah, Brian and Kelly might swallow a little bit there, but like, look, but no, they'll match those funds, folks, and it's just amazing. Let's talk about production too. You've got two incredible sound professionals, okay, that are going to be helping with this event. Let's talk about that.
Well, we got Jeff Vance, who you want to talk about somebody that's always got a smile on his face. Him and Mark Bransford, they're two amazing human beings, are going to have their jobs cut out for them with all of the switchover and changing everything up, and they make the magic every year. And they're wonderful. I'm so glad we have them. Of course, we've got you, and we've got Mike Roberts and Dave Yak that will be kind of herding the cats to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be, side stage, backstage, on deck. Kevin Cooper was able to get out of his gig that day. He's going to be pretty much glued to the stage to make sure everybody's plugged in and switchover is going well.
The Coop.
He's amazing. I mean, all the house band is going to be there to help, of course. I also don't want to leave Rob Olson out of production because that man has, I don't know if he's Batman or Superman or what, but he showed up out of nowhere this year. And, I'll say it. I might have overpromised on songs. And, but Karis is like, so what? It's music. It's a music marathon. Who cares? Rob stepped in and goes, why don't we do the first hour acoustic? And if the girls want me to drive to their house to rehearse, I will, but don't worry about it. He's getting the amp for Reb Beach set up, possibly pedals. He's going to make sure all the girls have their songs for the first hour. Absolutely wonderful. And he said, I don't care if I play or not, he's playing. I don't care if I play or not. I'm coming before we start, and I'm not leaving till after it's over.
Rob Olson is a great human being, and I
know
adore
this
him. You have finally met him and gotten to know this, but I've known this for years. And this is a guy who helps so many people in the community silently. He doesn't, again, another one that doesn't want fanfare, but he's always there for an event or always there to help people with equipment and this and that. Just a good human being. And Rob,
Well,
I
he's
can't
gonna
say
get
enough about him.
fanfare.
Yeah, well, we're going to give him fanfare for sure. I will. I'll pump his tires up a little bit on stage, I'm sure. But Karis, you're frozen, my dear.
No, I've been real. Rob went to, I guess, Megan Miller's house to rehearse. I think that's awesome.
Rob's
What a
wonderful.
gem.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to all the comments here, guys.
There's,
And I hope I didn't miss anybody on production, Karis. If I did, please tell me.
I don't think so. I don't know, but yeah, Lex made a guitar. Thank you, Lex.
Yes, thank you, Lex.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Vanessa asked a question if we had a timeline. There's not really a timeline because it's all over the place. So we're not going to say what time any musician's going on. Unfortunately, we can't give you that information. It's just, hopefully you don't miss your peeps, but we promise there'll be a lot of great musicians. And
Hold on. I got to say this. Kevin Cooper, that is the perfect comment. That is the best descriptor of Jeff Vance I've ever heard in my life. He has the calm demeanor of a driver's ed instructor.
Yeah.
He never gets rattled. I now call him the sound gnome from that picture where he was sitting under Jim's keyboard, but he looks like a little gnome with a beard. But I love Jeff Vance, and we have a standing joke. We pass each other in the bar, and I look at him and say, more snare, and he goes, you got it, and that kind of stuff, because we all know how the snare drum can crash in there. And Jeff just does a remarkable job. Alex, thank you from Mojo Rising for being here. She's so excited. She says for Sunday, we're excited to see you play on that stage as well.
Bill asked a really important question. He said, $10 a piece for pie, all going to the benefit. I will give you $240. Just don't give the pie away, Bill.
Karis, I'll give you 10 for a piece of it, though. Okay, because we like our pie from Bill. We do.
Karis, you know what happened last time.
I don't care. It was worth it.
Did you eat a whole pie?
What?
Did you?
Let me have a couple
little
of
bit,
bites.
Kevin.
What's Chris Reese going to do? He's going to buy and win the booze raffle tickets this year. Okay, perfect. What else we got?
Little things, and I think Karis is okay with me saying this. I think, well, if it's too late now, if not, she might hit my other eye, but that's a different story. We've got Reb Beach, Britt Lightning, and Tommy London are coming back.
Thank you. We should have talked about that already.
Well, no, that's okay. And then, but in addition, I think everybody's seen the posts, and Reb, I'm so excited about that. I'm going to fangirl out, and I'm going to try not to. But in addition to that, my son's driving into town, so he's going to be doing drum duties with Doug, Drew, Brian Broomhall, and of course, Travis. And then we just got word the other night. He's like, why not? I'm going to come to Cincinnati and hang out with everybody at Bell and the Bear. So Paul Taylor from Winger is also going to be joining us. I don't know if he's going to get up and play. I told him he can do whatever the heck he wants to do, but he's coming to hang out also.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about what you got going on here. I mean, Britt Lightning, I fanboy on Britt Lightning, by the way. She's adorable and just a great player. And she's another one that just gets out and mingles with the crowd and shakes hands and says hi to people. She's a wonderful lady. And Tommy, I never met him till last year. He was fun to work with. He was just so much fun.
Dave,
and the best comment that I got, and this is a compliment to the Bell and the Bear, of course, and the vibe that Karis has created, was from Derek St. Holmes last year, because I didn't know how long he was going to stay. And I asked if he needed a ride back to the hotel, and he looked at me, he goes, no. He goes, are you kidding? This is a blast. If I lived here, I'd be here all the time.
He told me that same thing backstage. He said, if I lived close to this bar, he goes, I'd be in trouble because I'd be here every day.
Dave, if you want to drop something off, please do so before Sunday. So from now until Saturday would be great. Mike, yeah, it isn't. I should be mentioning, I apologize, my staff and all the volunteers that are going to be helping out. I mean, our staff is... I think we all know how much I'm obsessed with my staff.
Next to none.
They are phenomenal at what they do. This is this, they're just incredible. And I'm forever grateful for them and for all the people that are volunteering. Truly, it does not go unnoticed. And Jonathan, you can have a small sliver of pie.
I'll fight you for it, Jonathan. If there's one left, you and I are having a cage match. I'm
And
telling you.
Erica's kind of the lead on the volunteers for that day. So so if you have any questions, she'll probably be able to help you.
And she runs
Surprise,
that like
Erica.
a well-oiled machine.
Surprise.
Too. Erica does a great job with that. She's there's none better.
No,
And wonderful.
Erica in life is also my right-hand lady.
So,
I got
ladies,
Kathy.
we're running out of time, so let's get some final stuff going here. Let's talk about the event again, so everybody knows all the details here, real quick, in a nutshell. And I'll throw some banners up on the screen to remind everybody of what's going on. But let's kind of summarize this whole thing going on Sunday. Who's
Go ahead,
taking it?
Kathy.
Sunday, doors open at noon. Music starts at 2:00. It's a fundraiser. We want to raise money. Also, Karis does have a food truck that she's going to have coming.
yeah.
So there will be a food truck.
And there's not only a food truck, there's also a lady that's going to be selling some snacks outside because we won't have the Buntinis this year. So she's selling her snacks as well. And a percentage of that will be going to the charity. So there'll be little desserts and a food truck.
Music. Raise money. It's not too late to give. We've got the QR code. I don't know. Am I missing anything? Music. That's what's on my brain.
Let's
Women-
look right here, Kathy. I'll put that over Karis's face right now. Sorry, Karis.
No, you're fine.
But that's just a list of some of the musicians who are going to be playing that day. And take a peek at that, people. That is amazing. The incredible Bell House Band, along with some of the biggest names in music in the tri-state, playing there, along with some of the best female vocalists you'll ever hear in your entire whole life.
One last
Absolutely.
thing, too, because we talked about first timers this year. And of course, Courtney Hyde's joining us. And so is Pam King and the Harmonics. And if you haven't seen them, the name of their band is Absolutely True Harmonics. You do not want to miss them. And they will be in the first hour. So we just got so many great people, so many great women for the first time this year, too, and men.
Yeah. So again, it's helping the YWCA Mission Forward campaign. That's the shelter that works with women helping women. They work together. Every dollar that is donated will be doubled and matched by the Barchetta Charity Fund. Everything will be split. You can donate from now until until Monday, even with that QR code. Every single dollar helps. This is an important cause for. I'm telling you right now, you may not know it, but there's somebody in your life who has needed help. And these people are there to help you. And that's what this day is. You pay what you can at the door. Anything you'd like to donate, please have it in before Sunday. So like on Saturdays, the deadline. Come with high spirits. Come getting ready to spend some money. We are asking for you to open your wallets, have some fun, be kind, be patient. And let's make Sunday a day to remember. It's a long day, so come prepared. There will be food. So eat.
And alcohol.
Get lots of alcohol.
And I'm going to preach for a minute. Don't make me yell. Don't make me shout. Just empty your wallets inside out, people, on Sunday. That's what we want. All right. That's what's going to happen. We'd love to have you there. Doors open at noon. Get there early. Enjoy a day of music and community, because that's what it's all about, and fundraising. Bring your wallets, please, and donate. Every dollar is matched by the Barchetta Foundation, just to remind you again. Ladies, I can't thank you enough. I'm looking so forward to Sunday. It's one of our highlights of the year. And I know you two are looking forward to Sunday about 11 o'clock at night when you go,
Exhale.
and then pick up the pieces the next day of all the other things that have to be done. But you're two the hardest working women in show business, as I said earlier. You're wonderful people. Thank you for putting this on. Thank you for helping save lives. And like you said, Karis, if one person walks in the door and makes a connection that day, we've done our job.
Yeah.
Amen.
We've done our job. So cool. So cool. Women Who Rock, guys. Belle and the Bear, Sunday, 2:00 showtime. Lots of great things going on, including Reb Beach, Britt Lightning, Tommy London, and many, many more local celebrities joining us. Anything else, ladies?
No, I love you, Scott. Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
all too. And I'll see you on Sunday. We're going to have a blast. Join us then, everybody. Until then, get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.